Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Warragul in Victoria. And I love to share the art of stamping with people using our Stampin' Up! Products. I'm going to share another card today using the ocean front and on the horizon. Now, I've been just keeping it very simple at the moment, and then maybe towards the end of the week I might do a bridge card or something like that, yeah, to show you how to do stepping up a little bit. Okay, without further ado, let's come down. If you do come on, don't forget to click my notifications and yeah, please join. I'd love to have you as a subscriber on my YouTube channel. So don't forget to do that. Okay, so we're back to doing some little basics, and I sort of thought I'd come in with the water effect first and then come in with this at the top this time. So let's just try that. I haven't made any of the cards or designed any of the cards up. We're just doing them as we go. So I don't know what we're going to get either. So let's pull this out. So I'm going to grab my stamp out. Here it is. And I'm going to use this water one. And I'm using the Pool Party today. Okay, because it's a nice light colour. Now, you know, sometimes you might feel you want to do this on a smaller size card, which is fine, and you can do that too if you want to. I'm going to come in with the Pool Party. I'm just going to let that ink, yep, that's quite good. It's a lighter colour, which I don't mind, and then we're going to come in with the, I think we'll come in with the, we're going to come in with, I'm just thinking what colour I'm going to do. Oh, where did I put them? I put them out ready to go. Here they are. They're like pussy willows in a row on this one. A little bit different to the bunch that's in the other stamp set. But I'm going to do that sort of to the top. And I think I might do it in, I think I'll do it in the soft succulent. It's a nice soft colour, this one. Trying to keep the colours a little bit more softer. Okay, now I'm going to come down just a fraction because this has got a lip. So we're going to come down just a fraction so that we know that it's coming down to the edge. Okay, we want it to do that, come down to the edge. Okay, so I'm going to clean that. Okay, then we're going to come in with the other stamp that is like the bank. So it can be either like brown, you could have it as green, and then do the little particles as grass coming up out of it. You could do it that way. So just seeing which way I want this to go, because you can do it all different ways. I think we'll go in this way. Okay, now we want a lighter colour. We don't want it too dark. I'm just looking through my inks here, and sorry. I have the cinnamon cider there, but I'm looking for my soft suede, and I don't think it's here. I think it's over on my workbench. Okay, it's all right. We'll go with the cinnamon cider, but we'll stamp off a little bit because we don't want it really dark. I have 3 workbenches in this craft room in my studio, and sometimes when I want something, it's over on the other bench. Okay, so I'm just going to place this on here. Now I'm going to stamp off a little bit because I don't want it too dark. And I'm just going to come over, lap it a little bit and come down on here. Okay. Once you put that little bank in there, you can sort of then add your little grass images, or your little, might come in with a little bit of these pussy willows. They could be like a little lavender bush too. It's hard to sort of say what colour they are, but I'm going to use the Burima Bay for these ones. And I'm just going to come in with it just down the bottom here. And you can always add some more over this side if you want to, but I'm just going to add the one there for the moment. Now, what if you wanted to do a sky, but you didn't want to do it with the stamp? How would you apply that? So I would probably come in with my blender brushes, because they're awesome to do blending with, and it'll give you a different sort of technique. So you could come in with the blue. So I'm just going to maybe, you're going to use the Marina Mist. And when you use your blue or any brush, brush off over on the side first, because you don't want to have that really distinct heavy mark. And I'm going to sort of start down here towards the water. So we're going to blend upwards and get a nice blend going up through there. Just a little circular motion and bring it up. Now I also like to probably do 1 or 2 coats on this. Little circular motions going around, and you just get that nice little highlight of the sky. Now I like to sort of leave a little bit of a gap in there, but I'm going to also bring in some of the Marina Mist, sorry, I couldn't think of the name of this ink I was using, down the bottom here too. So I'm just going to stamp off, and I'm just going to come in a little bit down the bottom as well. Just changes a little bit, just adding that colour in with it. And I just want a little bit of it, because I'm going to come down with a little bit of yellow just to highlight it. Just a tiny little bit of yellow. I think I might use the Bumblebee. Okay, stamp off a little bit. Now we're going to do that just in this section here, coming up. And then just come down also into the water section. So you're getting that nice reflection. It looks like the sun's starting to out or go down. It gives you a completely different look when you do with the blending with it. So you get the blending in with it. So if you want it to be a little bit darker, you can always come in a little bit darker. That's entirely up to you. Or you can add other colours into the top as well. Now I'm going to get the Coastal Cabana. And I'm just going to come in down the sides here just to blend it down a little bit. To stretch that out from the size of the stamp. So we want to just stretch it out a little bit. So we're bringing it across both sides of the paper, right across. And it gives it a completely different feel when you do this. Just going to come in with that bumblebee again. And we're just going to grab that little, the little stones. They're here, or little petals. Just going to grab them on my little block. Now I'm just going to try this. I always like to try it out onto, yep. So I'll probably stamp off because I just want it really light coming through here. Okay, so you can sort of see you've got that nice light stone effect happening down the bottom there. You can mix and match, you can add a little bit of brown in with it if you wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it today. I'm going to add the birds up into the sky area. So we've got these gorgeous little birds that come out of the, on the horizon one. This is got the little birds in it. That's why I love to mix and match, because some stamp sets have got little things in it that the others don't have. And now where am I going to put the words? I'll have the birds up above in the sky, high up in the sky. You could stamp them out a couple of times, the birds, if you wanted to, but if you want to just keep it nice and simple, I would just keep it like that. Okay, so then if you wanted to add anything else, if you wanted to cut any of the dies out, let's have a look at the dies, because I really haven't. I grabbed the fence out and that was it. This is out of the Horizon dies, and I just grabbed the fence out because I used that one a fair bit. Okay, so it's got all interesting. It's got all the dies that go actually around each of these. So that's really interesting. You've got even little houses by the looks of it. You've got different little trees. You've got grass, which is really good. You've got mountains. So you could actually make a whole picture just out of using the die cuts, and we might even have a go at that another day. But today I think I'll just stick with my simplicity one, and we'll add the dies to the next one. Okay, I want to actually stamp relax and enjoy your day on here. Now sometimes if you're new, you get a bit worried about stamping down onto your card, because you've done a nice card and then you're worried that the words will be crooked or whatever. So make sure, if you're worried about that sort of thing, that you do it on a separate piece of paper, and you can do it as a mat and pop it on there. You can always sponge a little bit, so that's not a problem. So I'm going to line this up, and I like to line my line up on the grid paper. I love the grid paper, and did you know as a customer you can actually buy these grid papers? They're absolutely fantastic. I love that they come in a pack. You can actually order them out of your catalogue, your main catalogue, or if you haven't got a catalogue, let me know. But yeah, these are fantastic to work on. They've also got a ruler, which I really love, centimetres, and on the other side it's imperial, so it's inches, so I love that idea as well. So we're just going to stamp this in the Memento Black. Now you can choose colours if you want to, but I want to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, so relax and enjoy your day. So you can bring it right down towards the bottom, but if you're going to use a punch around it, then I would bring it up a little bit so you could punch around it. So I'm just going to punch, stamp down there, and I'm going to have a look at this is our Label Me Fancy punch. Now I love this punch because it's got two indications of a little hole and a line that you can actually punch in and make tags out of it too. So you could add some ribbon around it by adding it through it. So if you were going to punch this is pretty good. I wouldn't put anything else in there, so I like to line it up, so I'm just holding a little bit of pressure on there so it won't move, because it will move quite easily if you don't put the pressure on. And I'll just explain about our punches while I'm here too. They have a little lock on the back so they can actually all stand up like this, which is really fantastic. So you can stand them up back to back. I have mine in a drawer, which is fantastic because I can just see what I want and grab out. Then you release the little clip at the back, and your cardstock comes in from the opposite side from your clip. I like to work my punch upside down because that way I can actually see what I'm punching, and then I can actually line it up. And as soon as you put a little bit of pressure, you can't move the card. So, and then when you're happy with it, you just come down and you punch it out. Now these little ones here you can bring into the sides. Like I said, you can bring them in. I'm not going to do it today, but you can bring them in and put a little hole on either side and thread ribbon through them, which is fantastic. But I'm just going to keep this one pretty plain today. Now I'm just going to grab my blue blending brush, and I'm just going to come in with a tinge of blue around the edge of this, just so it blends into the sky there, you know, where we're going to place this, so it doesn't look like it's just been plonked straight on there. Okay, and if you wanted to just do it around the edge, you can just do it around the edge. It just highlights it a little bit. I still like to keep it a little bit plain on the inside like that. Yeah, that's beautiful. I like that. Okay, so this is another nice little simple one that you can do for Valentine's Day. You can do it for a Father's Day. You can do it for men's cards. I love the fact that these stamp sets really do go and call men to me, as well as ladies. But yeah, we don't have a lot of stamps, I feel, that just, you know, you can do a beautiful men's card, and I think this is such a relaxing one, and relax and enjoy your day. And I think that would be really lovely. And then inside the card you could have happy birthday, or you can have happy Valentine's Day, or whatever the occasion was that you're going to give this card to someone for. Now you can matte a colour behind it, but I do like vanilla on vanilla, and that's what I'm going to go with today. So I'm just going to use my Tombow glue and a little bit around the edge. When you craft, do you find that your craft area where you work from gets smaller and smaller as you get more and more products around you? I know I do, but that's okay. So this is another gorgeous, simple little card. It's just bringing in a couple of the stamps and doing a little bit of sponging in with it, which is really great. Now you can bring in either the cinnamon cider or the Brahma Bray or even the beehive on the inside as a matte if you wanted to, or just black. And I probably would just put a black matte inside there with the very vanilla on top of it, so that you sort of can get, or even the green. Let's do a green one. Let's do a green matte in this one, and then we will show you how to dress the inside up as well. Okay, so we're going to cut this piece of green. This is the dark, what's this one called? It's called the, I always get this one mixed up. Always think Handsome Hunter, but that was a long time ago. Okay, let's just cut it first. This is at 10 centimetres, so which is, and then 14. And then we have our very vanilla, which you're going to have your mat around. And this one is going to be 13.5 by 9.5 centimetres, that is. Okay, so say we want a little bit of image on the inside. So you can either work out whether you want a bit of sky image or a bit of ground image happening on here. So say you wanted a little bit of the ground image on here. I would come in with our base, our water one that I used. No, that was the top one I used. Okay, it's over here. I would come in with the water one, but I would probably come down a little bit. I wouldn't do way up in the top of the page. I just do a little bit down because you probably would want to change it around a little bit for the inside. So I'm just going to come down maybe that much. And we've got our little bit of water happening there. I would probably come in and do just add some little birds in there because that would just highlight it. So I would probably come in with some birds just up over this section here. And then I would probably grab my blending brush and blend a little bit, as well as coming in with the Brahma Bay, adding a little bit. Well, you could even use the long one if you wanted to. You could use this down here, which I think I might do. Let's go with that one. I'm just changing it around a little bit for you. Just remember, I haven't actually made any of these cards. They're just coming straight out from how I make my own cards. Just bring it into the side there. And then if you wanted to, you could come up with that one. I'm just going to come down off the page a little bit and come in with that one as well, just to give it a little bit of thickness over into that corner. And then I would just come in with the blending brush and blend up. So let's just do that. I'll just clear my workspace for a minute. Okay, so we're going to come in with our blue blending brush. The good thing about the blending brushes are that you can use them for blue, you can use them on all colours. So this has still got a little bit of blue on it. But to clean them, just rub them on here and then just come into the side here. Do a little bit of blending up into the sky area where the birds are. Okay, you don't have to do the whole lot because it's just the part of the inside of the card which is just going to highlight it for you, which is absolutely beautiful. So you can sort of see now we're going to have this on a mat, and you can actually put the front one on a mat as well if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. I'm just here to throw out lots of tips and ideas and suggestions for you, and just remember it's always your card and you can just add what you'd like. Okay, blending brush back in the container, and then this on the inside of the card. If you didn't want to keep it on the inside, there's nothing stopping you from bringing it out and putting it on and making another card front like that. Just very plain, and add your words to the top. Okay, it's entirely up to you. A lot of the inside simple ones that I do, people like to do on the front of a card. So if you want to do it on the front of the card, it can happen that way. It doesn't have to necessarily just be on the inside of the card. Okay, so but how lovely is that card when you open it up and you've got this gorgeous gorgeous one there. Look at that. Relax and enjoy your day. And then we have beautiful inside as well. So we go from day to night. So I hope you enjoyed that today. This was the mix and matching with the On the Horizon stamp set and the Ocean Front stamp set that's in our mini catalogue that is for January to June and 2022. So yeah, please make sure that you check it out, and if you haven't got a demonstrator and you'd like one, I'm happy to help you. Well, God bless everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.